Today, I'm in the presence of a British automotive icon. Not the one with an angry cat on the hood. Not the one that Mr. Bond seems to fancy. No, this one is Mr. Bean's four-wheel partner in crime. This one is as much a star of the remake of The Italian Job as Charlize Theron ever was. This is the little one with a big heart and a big personality. We're with the MINI Cooper S. Now, I've been driving this car around for a fair bit already, and I quite like it. Here's why. First, the looks. I have always loved the way the Mini looks, and I'm loving it in this convertible avatar as well. All the Union Jacks, Go Faster stripes, and other bells and whistles are great. But it's those big round eyes and droopy grille that gets me. It looks like a little puppy begging for a treat. So adorable. Walk to the back and pop open the boot, and you'll notice it looks big enough for a bag or two, which it is with a 215 litre capacity when the roof is up and 160 litres with it down. It also opens up in a split tailgate for easier loading and unloading. Climb inside and you'll notice how plush it all is. Leather seats, massive steering wheel, and a huge center console all catch the eye. The seats are as comfortable as they look, and there's enough legroom for a car this small, something the manufacturers actively worked on through a greater wheelbase. The back still isn't roomy enough for fully grown humans though. So the child inside me is dying to push this little red switch here, which is straight out of a fighter jet. It's the button that fires up the ignition. But before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about the engine. This Brit icon has a German heart. A 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine developed by BMW. It produces a cool 192 PS and 280 Nm of twist. This engine is mated to a 6-speed auto box with paddle shifts. So there's nearly 200 PS from a car that tips the scale at slightly shy of 1300 kilograms. That's got to be a hoot to drive then. And it is. Put your foot down and the Mini just darts forward. It can't be denied that this little car is pretty quick off the block. And our test data pays testimony to this. The Mini does a 0 to 100 km an hour in just 7.5 seconds and hits a top speed of close to 225 km an hour. Performance-wise, that's sports car territory. So the Mini is plenty quick, and even with the top down, the car is cleverly engineered to keep the worst of the wind at bay. This is what motoring is all about. Driving around twisties in a quick car with the top down. And if you're wondering what would happen if the heavens opened up without warning, as they often do here in India, and you were either driving or had even left your Mini parked with the interior open to the elements, don't worry, because there's an app for that. Mini's connected XL Journey Mate app sends you a warning in case of impending rain, so you can quickly put the top back up. An exercise, mind you, that takes only 18 seconds and can even be carried out on the move as long as you don't go past 30 kmph. So back to the twisties then, and the Mini handles like a charm. You can hurl it into corners and not worry about a thing because the Mini really holds its line well. In terms of ride quality, the Mini setup is slightly on the firmer side, but this is good because it helps with the handling. The brakes are solid too, because the Mini comes to a standstill at the drop of a hat, and pushing down the brake pedal gives you plenty of bite and good progression. All this equates to a 100 to 0 time of 3.08 seconds. Quite impressive that. So all in all, the Mini is a pretty good car then. It handles great, it's really quick, and it looks like $1 million. It costs nowhere near that though, because the Mini is priced at only 35 lakh. Although, because it comes into India via the CBU route, expect that price to rise around 40 lakh or thereabout on road. That still means that the Mini is the cheapest convertible out there. It also is pretty fuel efficient because it gave us 11.5 kilometers to the litre, which is not half bad for a car that's this quick. So if you have about 40 lakhs to burn on a convertible, then you can't go wrong with the Mini. I'm Harket from Car India. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.